Hi everyone. So every once in a while, MavenSocial comes across a very interesting industry article online having something to do with social media. So an article that I was reading the other day on Inc.com by Hollis Thompson was called 11 Reasons a 23-Year-Old Shouldn't Run Your Social Media. So as I was reading the article, I noticed right off the bat that the author said, "Now I'm not trying to offend anyone, I'm not trying to generalize." So that was very kind of her. But for the rest of the article, she went through 11 reasons why a 23-year-old might not be the best decision to run your social media. So it's great that a 23-year-old might have grown up in the social media realm and be aware of all the different social media platforms such as Twitter and Facebook, but they might be more interested in their personal lives, or they might be used to having a less professional conversation online. So that's all well and good, and you can read the article to see all the 11 points. But there's an absolute uproar on the comment section, so I just thought that I would read through some of them with you today. So one of the comments that people made was, speaking from the point of view of a 30-year-old, this sounds like a middle-aged woman fearful of younger, possibly more vibrant or dynamic people taking her space and in fact overtaking her in her own field. Another one said, this is such an ignorant and conflicting statement. The most ridiculous thing I have ever read. And then lastly, I run a startup company which uses college students for work for hire and outsourcing projects. We definitely deal with social media tasks and we kill it. Students are talented, eager, driven, willing to work outside the 9 to 5 range, and know social media better than struggling to adapt new technologies. So this was usually what people were commenting on. They were all saying that this isn't exactly the best way to approach the subject, and that 23-year-olds, depending on the person, can be a great fit for a social media company. So all of that being said, what do I believe? So I believe overall that you need to assess the individual based on the individual, based on who they are and what they have proven themselves to be. So sometimes that might mean that you sit down with them in an interview and ask them questions and assess them based off of that. But many times that might not be enough. So perhaps you have a trial period. And also, it's the company that needs to have the responsibility at the end of the day to have the proper training in place about what their company stands for, what is acceptable online, and how they want to be perceived online, and what the main true tenets of the company are. Then there also needs to be strategies in place and policies that that person signs off on, saying that these are the ramifications if they step out of those boundaries, and what that means for the company as a whole, for them as individuals as well. So that's what I believe. I believe that at the end of the day, it's the company that needs to have those training and policies in place to really be effective. So it's up to you. If you have any questions or comments, please don't hesitate. And also I'll put the link in the box below so that you can check it out yourself. Thanks.